Hello neighbors, today we have a very fun episode. We're talking about the Korean military. The Korean term for it is 군대. If you're born in Korea and you want to retain your citizenship as a Korean guy, you need to go. And it's a little bit of a rite of passage. And the boot camp, there's a very famous meal called 군대리아. 군대 is again means military, and the Korea's version of McDonald's is called 롯데리아. Lotteria is okay. I like their shrimp burger. Put kunde and lotteria together, you get kunderia. When you enter the 4 weeks of boot camp, for 6 days you're having Korean food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And it's not like good Korean food. It's just, like on Fridays, they offer for the first time like a Western meal, a hamburger. And it's glorious. Now I'm gonna recreate this Gunderia set meal for you. And the next time, you run out of things to talk about with a Korean dude, you say, hey, let me make some 군대리아 for you. And the eyes will open. And neighbors, before we start, I gotta give a little context for my experience. I was born in Korea, but I moved to the States when I was 4. I spent maybe 17, 18, close to 20 years in the States, did all of my education, never went to 한글학교, which is a Korean school. And it was only during the last year of my university when I realized I needed to go back to Korea to serve. And so I started taking Korea 101, and with my really terrible Korean, I entered the Korean military. Let's start. Now, as I mentioned, 군대리아, it only comes out on Fridays. Of course, we're gonna start off with our hamburger patty. And you should have looked at my eyes when I was waiting in line and I was like, oh, finally, we're getting some hamburgers. I came to the front of the line and I saw, oh no, it's a bulgogi patty. 2 bulgogi patties down. Oh my goodness. Even now, I'm adding too much flavor. I'm pan frying this. I'm pretty sure that they steamed the patties back then. All right, I think that's good. All right, and then we're gonna hard boil some eggs in the background. If the meal isn't enough for you, you just pop down a few eggs and you're good. All right, and if I recall correctly, we had some sort of soup. Very basic cream soup. It's not corn soup. It's not potato soup. It's somewhere in the middle. This is that exact color right here. Now, soup in Korean, it's not soup. It's supu. This soup was actually served in the old days as well. Like if you go into restaurants back in the 80s and they served fried cutlet, tonkatsu, on the side, they'd give you a little bit of this supu as well. All right, and I found a special little photo. I think this was at the end of our boot camp. This was our squad or our platoon. Can you find where I am? By the way, hilarious. This guy was so funny. Let me see. I'm the dork right there who thinks he's all cool, putting up the Hawaii hang loose sign in Korea. Put this powder in. By the way, guys, Katie and I, we're working on a podcast. YouTube, the way we film videos, it's pretty quick action, but we want kind of a long format where we could just talk and share some of these fun stories about culture, what's going on in Korea, things learned up, everything. So keep an eye out for it. We'll announce it when we're ready, I think in a few weeks. Oh no, I made a rookie mistake. I should have poured in that powder while the water was cold and then mixed it in. If you put it when it's hot, it clumps up like this. If I was on kitchen duty and I made this mistake, oh, I'd have been petrified. Let's fix the problem quickly. Kitty, what do you think of the smell?
That's really good.
Yeah, it's not bad, right? And of course, a meal wouldn't be balanced without some sort of vegetables. This is what they gave us. All right, and you can't make this fancy, okay? Don't make it too slim or else it's gonna feel like restaurant. You just have to do 대충. In Korea, the word 대충 means half-assing something. Put a large handful in here, like that. Now, there's a saying in Korea, when you go into 군대, 너무 잘해도 안 좋고 너무 못해도 안 좋고, which means don't try to stick out by doing awesome, but don't be the last person in line either. Now, I got a few entertaining stories for you all about being lost in translation. The first one, my brigade leader said, "집합 준비," which in Korean means assemble. It's a military term. But in my Korean American ears, I heard 집합, which means house food. 준비 is ready. So I sprinted back into my barricades, picked up my metal spoon and my spork, and wanted to be first in line because I was so hungry. I ran outside and everyone was lined up with their guns. And then the brigade leader looked at me and he's like, "What the?" I looked back at him, fork and spoon in hand, thinking, isn't the house food ready? All right, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of vinegar, then a half tablespoon of salt. Mix this together, and then we're gonna give it 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, there's gonna be some residual juices. Empty that out, and then 4 tablespoons of mayo, 1 tablespoon of mustard, then just mix it up. There's our salad for our hamburger. 대충 버무린 살라다. Let's build the plate. You're gonna get 2 buns, sometimes steamed, sometimes not. 1 steamed egg, 2 bulgogi patties in the back. Then we're gonna get some daechung salad. Put it right here. Actually, I'm gonna move my keran up top. Then this was very strategic. You get a scoop of strawberry jam, or it's podo jam, which means grape jam. And trust me, this is important for later. Some soup, please.
Oh my god, what is this?
And depending on where your 훈련소 or your boot camp training center was, you might have gotten a slice of American cheese. This would have added so much flavor. But where I was, which was 논산 훈련소, there was no cheese. So we're saying bye-bye. Oh, I forgot, you got a little thing of milk. If I'm being 100% authentic, they would give you a little can of fruit juice. Now this fruit juice, there was a lot of conspiracy theory because after you drink it, you would lose all sexual desires. I mean, for guys, that's normal. But there, for 4 weeks, you had no thoughts. And so every night, the guys would get back in the barracks and we would say, there's something in that fruit juice. Don't drink it. Don't drink it. We have to be men, remain men. Anyway, hilarious.
You guys are ridiculous.
Yeah. 훈련병, 어제 왜 벗습니까? 썸네일 때문에. 아이고 아저씨. Katie, this is a great opportunity because you always told me you wanted to try the military. Why only guys go? This is our best meal that I think we had.
I take it back now.
And now, what y'all been waiting for? The 군대리아. First off, we get our bun. It's probably steamed, but sitting out for a long time, so you don't even know. Katie, you gotta put a little bit of jam on this. They don't give you a butter knife, no. You gotta go in with the spoon that you used. Alright, you're gonna put a little bit of jam on the bottom. And Katie, I'm telling you, think about you went out for 6 hours and you've been doing some random exercises and now you're starving and this has come out. Alright, that's the mindset you gotta be in, okay?
Okay.
Put a bulgogi burger, it never fits the bun, never. Then they gave you a spork. I actually had that spork for a long time. I think I threw it out when I moved. But you gotta get that lettuce on top, you know, have a balanced mayo salad. All right, and then that's your burger. Katie, enjoy your 군대리아.
Enjoy to you.
Oh, no. You gotta
Really?
put 2 on. There's no time to eat 2 separate.
Really?
Yeah.
So what about this one?
Katie, doesn't that look like a Big Mac to you? Try it. Once it gets very dry, you gotta eat some of the soup.
이게 무슨 맛이야?
Yeah, eat the soup.
수업이 제일 맛있다.
그래? 맛있는데? Alright guys, and then I was shocked when I saw someone do this for the first time. But for dessert, since nothing comes out, grab your leftover milk. Katie, you ready for this?
Oh my god! 지금 뭐 하는 거야?
You pour it over, since you have
Oh
one
my
place.
god! 이게 뭐야?
You let it float like a little boat. Oh no, I was shocked when I saw it too. Then
oh
you
my
get
god, 나 이건 진짜 처음 봐.
then you get the leftover jam.
No, you don't do this type of things to food, Daniel.
Oh, you think I'm joking, right? Watch the
Yes.
Watch people who've gone to the 군대리아. No. You put it on top.
And remember, Daniel,
Huh?
you're lactose intolerant.
I know, that's why I drank the little orange juice, and I'm telling you that conspiracy is still alive. The thing is crazy. All right, and look at this beauty. This is like this is the definition of a dessert. Guys.
Oh, that's a dessert.
Yeah, when you're in boot camp, there's no chocolate, no sweets whatsoever. You look like you're in such pain. What'd I tell you? Don't tell me that doesn't taste like Krispy Kreme.
I actually like this more than the burger.
And then the egg, of course, if you're still hungry, you chow down on that. 식사 완료. I hope you enjoyed 군대리아. That's a little snippet of 군대 for most
군대
Korean
life.
guys. Exactly. Whether you served in the Korean military, the US military, in whatever military you've served in, respect to you. And we end with
The 준상!
준성.